hello, Twitch. It looks like we're live both places. Oh, you can't see the belt on Instagram. That's a bummer. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. What's up, Ronamole? There we go. People joining left and right. I'm just trying to arrange this in a way that will allow me to see the comments. There we go. Can I also see how many people are watching? That would be wonderful. There we go. There we go. Now I can see what's going on. There it is. We got some viewers on Twitch. We got some viewers on Instagram. Welcome to another NickIsRadford live stream where I open Pokemon cards. That's what we do here. There we go. That's good. Yeah, you can't see on Instagram Live, but I do have my SOS Championship cummerbund with me. Thank you. Thank you. I love this Shining shirt. I actually, this is from Vans, and they did like a horror collection, and I also got a pair of Shining shoes, high tops, and I never wear them, but I actually wore them yesterday for the first time in a very long time. Man, I look really, it's very white on Instagram, not as white on, well, it's also fairly washed out. Let's see if we can change some settings real quick, because it's looking very white. Oh, what's going on here? Of course nothing works. There we go. Okay. Huh. Well, it is what it is. Sorry you had to see my crotch there for a minute. I was trying to fix the light, but it didn't really fix it. Whatever. It is what it is. We're here. Welcome, Rowan. We're just getting started. Yeah, so as you can see behind me, Rowan, you're on Instagram, but there are, on Twitch, you can see some Pokemon cards hiding behind me. We've got some leftovers from the Pokemon Go set. That is my team leader. What's her name? Candela. I've got a box of Candela themed paraphernalia from the Pokemon Go set, as well as this Arceus themed set. And I have this sweet little tin that I got from a friend of mine for the holidays that I specifically saved so that I could open it on screen. Very exciting. And then also, Rowan, since you were not here, I also have my SOS Pro Wrestling Championship cummerbund, Tag Team Championship cummerbund with me, adorning the set, but you won't be able to see it on Instagram because, it's horizontal. Or vertical, not horizontal. This is horizontal. Anyway, how's everyone doing? What y'all been up to? I know there's not a ton of people here right now, but how are we doing? What's going on? We just got started. I'm gonna bust into this tin first because I've been staring at it and wanting to open it. A new set actually just came out that looks amazing. I want to get some of the cards from it, but I'm not gonna allow myself to buy new cards until I open the old cards. Oh, before I open this tin, I also have with me my base set Charizard that I confiscated rightfully from Jaden at DOA Pro Wrestling, where he was irresponsibly waving this card around at a wrestling show, and so I confiscated it to protect it from such irresponsible behavior. And now, next Saturday, a week from today, it would be February 4th, in Portland, Oregon, I will be facing Jaden in a Pokemon card on a pole match, basically for custody of this base set Charizard. So be sure to catch that. It's going to be streaming live on IWTV. That's the one. Check it out if you have that chance. Or if you're in the Portland area, come see it live. That's exciting. Anyway, Turtwig is what we're busting into now. So Turtwig tin that comes with this. I have so many of these little coins. Like so many. I like this one. It's got Raikou. Oh, on a recent Did You Know Gaming video, they dove into, are the legendary beasts cats or dogs? And they obviously, the main answer is like, yeah, there's qualities of both, but they're based on real life cats. Entei is obviously a lion. There's one of them is a leopard. Suicune is a leopard, and Raikou is a, I don't remember, but there's like a leopard and a panther, I want to say. I can't remember, but they're all based on real world large cats. So they're cats. They're cats. But they were also given dog-like qualities. So if you see the outline of them, this is a cute card thing. It's just got some stats. If you see the outline of them, you're supposed to think, oh, it's a dog. But they are based on cats. So I do not collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I used to play, actually, back in the day. Let me take a sip of tea real quick. Back in the day, before I even learned how to play Magic the Gathering, I learned to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually made learning Magic the Gathering a lot easier when I did eventually learn Magic. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Was actually, that's not true. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was not the first card game I played. Dragon Ball Z was the first card game I played, but it was so different than like Magic or anything. Dragon Ball Z, you had like your character that was basically your commander, and you would power them up with the cards you played. So this comes with 2 packs from Brilliant Stars and Astral Radiance, both of which have been seen on the stream in the past. So let's dive into it. We're going with Brilliant Stars first. Again, I don't play these games online, so if anyone does collect these virtual cards, feel free to use this. Let me move my finger. There you go. Feel free to use that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we got. Oh, where are we? There we are. Water energy. I can just look at the Twitch stream. I know what's happening. Cafe Master. I love this guy. And Huivile. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Dusclops. I like this art. I like this art too. Grimer. Sneasel. We got a Sneasel and a Weavile. That's nice. Oh, spoiled the next card. Bidoof. And the next one we know is Electabuzz. Ooh, this is hard to do. Like this. Chimico. I like this Chimico card. Chimico is one of my favorite Pokemon. Shiny Clefable. I like it. Holographic, I suppose. The term shiny is so hard to use appropriately in Pokemon. And Grimmsnarl. Very cool. Very cool card. Love it. I don't think I have Grimmsnarl yet, so that's exciting. Very cool. And then next is Astral Radiance. Okay. Again, if If anyone wants this, you're more than welcome to have it. I do not need it nor want it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we got going for us. We got a fire energy. We got a Cranidos. Piloswine. This is so difficult. Choi? Who's Choi? Oh, I think I recognize this character. Clearly, they are from Legends Arceus, which is a year old today. Yesterday. I think yesterday was the year anniversary of when it came out, which is nuts. It feels like it just came out. But also, Scarlet and Violet have been out for a couple months, so I guess it makes sense. Pretty wild, though. I like the Sudowoodo a lot. Like a lot. I really like this art. Ooh, what else we got? What else we got? Boom. Combi. Petalil. Stantler. Holographic Magneton. And... Whoa! Nice! That's awesome. Holy moly. I bet that is probably worth some money. Not that I ever end up selling my Pokemon cards, but that's very cool to have. What a great pull. Thanks, Drake. What a cool card. That's awesome. One more look. Let's take another look at it. Shiny. So good. So good. Exciting. Very exciting stuff. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, I want to dig into this Arceus. What sets does this have? This has Brilliant Stars and Chilling Rain and something else that I can't read. So yeah, I think I want to dig into the Arceus thing. I'm feeling the Arceus stuff. I've been wanting to dig into this one for a while. I've had it sitting around for a bit. Oh, for those who don't know, we're going to take a quick pause on the Pokemon. For those who don't know, earlier this month, I went to Disney World and ran the Disney World Marathon. And I was going to wear one of the shirts I got there, but it may have I washed it, so I washed it, and when I pulled it out, it had like a big blue mark on it, so it may have like some bleed over from another piece of clothing. My partner thinks it may be just some Tide Pod that didn't quite get like disintegrated, so I'm gonna try to wash it off. But it's a really cool shirt, and I wanted y'all to see it. That's okay. I have another opportunity. But so I ran the Disney World Marathon. We spent some time at Disney World, and I went to Galaxy's Edge. We got lightsabers because last time we went and got droids, so I got the dark saber, and it's very cool. Look how cool that is. Oh, it's so hard to show on Instagram. And then turn it on. Right? Super cool. Right? And then it goes away. As a result, I have recently been playing Star Wars. Right? Super cool. They had so many. There was so many to pick from. You could get Cal Kestis, the character from Jedi Fallen Order, and as a result, I have been playing Jedi Fallen Order. You could also get Darth Maul. I thought about getting Ahsoka's lightsabers, but she has two. She has like a longer one and like a dagger, and that's very expensive. It gets very expensive when you have to buy two. All the double-sided ones are the same way. You buy the hilt, but then you have to buy the blades as well, and it gets expensive fast. So we each got one. My partner got Qui-Gon Jinn, which is very cool, because that is the one that I had when I was a kid. So, very cool. Cool stuff. Hello, Professor Quincy. Welcome to the stream over on Twitch. We're also, so for those who don't know, I'm live on Instagram and Twitch. Instagram, NickIsRadford. Twitch, twitch.tv/NickIsRadford. Very easy to remember. So if you feel like hopping back and forth or switching your stream, you're more than welcome to. I was baited here with some Pokemon tags. Hey, I got Pokemon tags. Don't think I was lying. We got Pokemon tags. That was just a brief hiatus from the Pokemon. We're opening Pokemon cards, and since I'm being called out for it, let's dive in. So we got this cool Arceus box. These figures are always the ones that sell me. I love these little figures. I have so many of them on my shelf. And I'm just going to keep having more because I love them so much. The pins and the figures are so great. And the Arceus card, if I recall correctly, I don't think I have Arceus either. So that's nice. This is a gorgeous card. Gorgeous. Oh, you want to know about the belt behind me? Well, since you mention it, I gotta show it off for Instagram as well. Instagram can't see. Not to mention the cat. Okay. If people can put Jesus statues on their mantle, why not put Arceus on the bedside table? So, this is my SOS Pro Wrestling Championship cummerbund, because I am one half of the SOS Tag Team Champions, the Academy, with my tag partner Tom Allman, the Educated Enforcer. We wrestle out of Seattle, Washington. SOS Pro Wrestling operates out of Tacoma, Washington. If you are local, you can absolutely check out their shows every second Friday of every month. And if you are not local, you can check out their shows live streamed on IWTV. It requires an account, but I think it's pretty cheap. Or you can check out their YouTube page, SOS Pro Wrestling on YouTube, and they release their matches, I think, 2 weeks after they've aired. So you can go on their website and watch us win these SOS Tag Team Championship cummerbunds. I'll put a link in the Twitch chat, actually, since we're talking about it. Oh, give me a moment. SOS Pro Wrestling YouTube. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to put a link in the Twitch chat, but you can find it. I don't have a store. I do have a website. Check out my website, NickIsRadford.com. I can put that in the chat. NickIsRadford.com. And I do have a merch store. It is... Thank you. So I do have a merch store through Brainbuster Tees. You can find a link on my website. We have t-shirts. We have posters. Yo, what's up? We have stickers, pins. We did have Letterman jackets, but I haven't seen them on the store recently. But we have lots of merch. So definitely check them out. I do not have commands for my merch, which I should do. I should do those commands. So thank you for reminding me of that. But yeah, and then you were asking about that cat. That is my cat, Poutine. She is currently sleeping over on the beanbag next to this chair. And so I'm not going to bother her and bring her onto the stream. But yes, please check out my website. Check out SOS Pro Wrestling. A direct link to it. How old she is? She is 3. She's actually going to be turning 4. No way. She's going to be turning 4 in March, April. That is the Tag Team Championship belt. That's the topic of discussion right now, actually. She's adorable, but she is a little spicy. Her name, as I said, her name is Poutine. And I think she's spicy poutine, so she's got a little bit of zest. She's got some attitude, but she's also very sweet. Oh, thank you so much, Izzy. I appreciate you putting my stuff in the chat on Twitch. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, also DOA Pro Wrestling. Here, this is a fun way to tie it into the stream. And I went over this earlier in the stream, but I can absolutely go over it again. This is a base set Charizard that I confiscated from an irresponsible owner, Jaden, down at DOA Pro Wrestling in Portland. He was irresponsibly waving it around at the wrestling show. Pokemon cards don't belong at wrestling shows. And so I took it from him to protect it because he wasn't doing a good job protecting it. This is all culminated in this next Saturday, 1 week from today, down in Portland, Oregon. I will be fighting Jaden in a Pokemon card on a pole match, with that card being held high above the ring as we fight for it, and whoever wins gets custody of the card. So you can also check that out on IWTV next Saturday. They also stream live. DOA does not put their stuff out on YouTube, so that's really the only way to see it, unless you are also in Portland. You can also check it out live. It happens in North Portland. All their details are in there. Again, Izzy, thank you for sharing the websites and all the links. But yeah, I think you're fairly caught up on the wrestling that's happening now. Yeah. What if I keep the card and send it to you? I don't know about that. I don't know your history. I mean, you could always submit some sort of application. DOA does post. They're just really, really slow. As far as I was aware, they weren't posting much of any of their stuff. Maybe they're just really far behind on posting on YouTube. You're moving to Portland in March. That's awesome. That's so cool. I'm so excited to see you there then. That's very awesome. But yeah, I mean, you could always submit an application to me. I could review it, and we can see if you're the right fit for taking this card into your under your care. But for right now, I'm really the only person who I trust to be caring for this card, to entrust its safety to. So for right now, I'm going to be holding on to this card, keeping this baby safe. And safe, warm, dry, well-fed. Much like the belt, the championship cummerbund, I take care of my babies. Thank you. Thank you for putting your trust in me. So what we have here are 4 packs. This Arceus box has 4 packs. It has Brilliant Stars, Chilling Reign, another Brilliant Stars, and Cosmic Eclipse. Yo, if I pull that Trio of Babies card, I will lose my mind. I've wanted this card for so long. My favorite fruit. Professor Quincy asks my favorite fruit. I'm usually a big apples guy. Love apples. Eat them every day. Really good at repelling doctors. I try to have at least one a day, so that I can kind of keep anyone with any sort of doctorate degree at least arm's length. But I've also recently gotten into bananas. When I did the Disney Marathon, they took really good care of us. One of my, not complaints, but one of the things that I enjoyed, one of the things that I didn't enjoy about the Seattle Marathon was that there were not very many water stations, so I ran out of water super quick. So as a result, I bought like a belt that had extra water bottles on it for the Disney Marathon, and it worked out pretty well. But also the Disney Marathon, they took care of us. What brand of shoes are my daily wear? Let me get to that. So as we were running, there were tons of water stands, but there were also like snack stands. They had like these little like pre-workout jelly beans or something, like energy jelly beans that were awesome. Loved them. Very good. But they also had bananas. And I was just I was taking in any calories I could. So I grabbed a banana, I grabbed water, I grabbed Powerade, I grabbed the jelly beans, any of them that they had, and I had a newfound. I rediscovered my love for bananas, I suppose, during that marathon. So now I have a banana with some peanut butter every day before I go for my runs, and I'm loving them. It's great. Um, oh, you got your doctor this last December. Okay, I won't keep you at arm's length. Um, maybe when I see you next, I'll skip the apple that day. Um, Daily brand of shoes. I just when I'm at work, I just wear whatever dress shoes I can find. They're not super comfortable. When I'm working out, I wear Nikes. When I'm running, I wear, I think they're called Booths. I want to say is the brand of running shoe I wear. Booth sounds right. I know it starts with a B, and they're amazing. I spent like an hour with a clerk at a shoe store, um, fitting just the right shoes. Um, didn't you team up with a doctor? Oh yeah, Doctor Cleaver. My joke's quickly falling apart as I actually associate with many doctors. Brooks is what they're called. Um, you've called my bluff. I do not, in fact, eat the apples to keep doctors away. I'm actually very fond of them. So good catch, great catch. I should try switching to bell peppers in the morning. I have acid reflux actually, and so huh, bell peppers are not the best for me. Um, I'm usually pretty good at navigating my acid reflux, but spicy stuff has been getting me more and more as I gracefully age into my 30s. Anyway, Q&A session on pause. Let's continue chatting, but I want to also dive and dig and dive, dip, dodge, dive and dig into a Brilliant Stars pack. But we can absolutely keep chatting. This is very fun. I'm having a wonderful time. As you can see, I'm very bad at multitasking because I could have been opening these while we were chatting, and cards before he finds something else to ask. I came here for the Pokemon. Staying for the man bun? Love it. Thank you. I've been working on it. I've been growing this man bun basically since COVID. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I started basically. How long is the hair? After I get through this pack, I'll let my hair down a little bit. We'll get a little loose. Okay. Here we are. I gotta make sure that this is on both streams. Water? Is this just water? Yeah, fresh water set. Fascinating. What does it do? Heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon? This is a great card! I'm putting this in one of my decks. That's a really good card. Oh, I can't read it. I have to look at Twitch. Claydol. It's reversed on Instagram. Tropius. Boom. Castform the booby Pokemon. Look at them boobies. Oh, look at them boobies. Yeah, just look at them boobies. Okay. Golett, one of my favorite Pokemon, honestly. Golett and Golok are so good. Impidimp. I love Castform. Ruby and Sapphire were my favorite games. They may have been usurped, but they definitely will always have a special place in my heart. Hey, Milcery. Milcery makes more sense in my head, but I think it's Milcery. Torterra, love it. Great starter. And Luxray, always a good pull. Basically, like the staple of everyone's team in Diamond and Pearl. And Platinum, for that matter. Hydrate! Actually, now that you're saying it, I am going to hydrate. I'm going to take a break from my tea and have some water. everyone, including your Pokemon team, can benefit from some water. Kind of watch do I sport? Personally, I have the Garmin Phoenix. This is an Apple Watch. I don't know what gen it is. Just, I think it's like a 2 or a 3, whatever the cheapest was like a year ago. That's what I got, because I had like the first gen, and then I had to upgrade because the first gen wasn't working super well, and I needed to accurately track my runs. SE. Weenie Hut, what are you saying? What does SE mean? Crystal's your favorite right now? Crystal is really, really good. And I definitely have some nostalgia for it, but I spent so much time playing Sapphire that it's one of the only games in a long time that I've 100%ed. Oh, my hair is so frizzy. I just washed my hair. Oh, it's not an SE. Definitely not an SE. Dim the lights before I... Yeah, put on something a little more sensual, maybe. Yeah, my hair is very frizzy right now, so forgive me for that. I just watched it like an hour ago. Probably like 2 hours ago. But yeah, we're getting down to almost the chest. This is definitely the longest I've ever had my hair. Because it's so frizzy, I don't want to keep it down. So we're gonna go back up into the bun. Thank you. Yeah, I love The Shining. Thank you, Rowan. The Academy, me and my tag partner were supposed to wrestle a tag team at SOS in a hair versus fur match, because they're cats. They're people dressed as cats. And so we were supposed to wrestle them in a hair versus fur match. And I would have been putting these luscious locks on the line. But we got COVID and were unable to attend that show, unfortunately. But the cats did end up getting shaved on the very same show that we won our SOS Tag Team Championship cummerbunds. Anyway, thank you, Professor Quincy. I really like The Shining. I actually didn't watch The Shining until 2 years ago. 2 years ago was my first time seeing it. And I love it. It's very, very good. I'm saving the baby pack for last, just in case. Can you imagine if we ended this stream with a baby card? I need it. But I don't want to buy it, because that takes all the fun out of it. It's like how I used to be able to go hunt amiibo. I'm gesturing at my giant case of amiibo. I used to go be able to hunt amiibo at Toys R Us or Target or GameStop. And now the only way to continue collecting them is by pre-ordering, because you can't find them physically anywhere. The hunt, the thrill of the hunt is pretty much dead. But I'm in the ecosystem. I'm in so deep because I am this close to finishing my collection that I can't stop. I have to keep collecting. Fucking banger. Yeah. Okay. Which one did we just do? We did a Brilliant Star. So let's do a Chilling Rain. What time is it? 34. We still got some time. And for those who are new to the stream, which obviously we have at least one new person, we always end these. We say goodbye with one of my world famous erotic, romantic, platonic fan fiction poems. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. Thank you for the follow, Professor Quincy. You rule. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. For those who don't know, I don't play the game, the online game. so I don't use these codes. So if anyone does want to use them, please. The hunt for Tamagotchis. Oh my gosh. 2, 3, 4. There's always something. There's always some collectible you can be hunting. So I have to like narrow myself down. It's Skylanders, which is dead. So my Skylander collection's fine. Amiibo, Pokemon cards. There's a part of me that wants to collect all the lightsabers available at Galaxy's Edge. That'll never happen, but it would be cool. All right, we're diving in. Yo! I do not think I have a Drizzile, so that's great. Thunderbolt tattoo. Yeah, we can dive into that. That is... Oh, how do I... What's happening? Power Rangers. I also have a couple other tattoos. Famously, a Mountain Dew tattoo right here that I just recently made a little less lonely by adding a Bulbasaur tattoo around it. Obviously, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, so it's kind of hard to show off. You're not tricking me into taking off my shirt, but you can see it when I wrestle. If you check out one of my wrestling vids, you can see that tattoo. You can see both tattoos. Or check out my Instagram. I post lots of wrestling pictures there. NickIsRadford on Instagram. Whoa, what is this? A rugged helmet. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, put an energy attached to the attacking Pokemon into your opponent's hand. Oh, it knocks an energy off an attacking Pokemon. That's awesome. Deadass. I came here for Pokemon, but way more interested in your story. Thank you. Yeah, I should probably sell a little more that I am a professional wrestler. Yeah, I exist at the convergence of many interests, such as Pokemon and pro wrestling. I was a male cheerleader for 6 years, 2 years in high school, 4 years in college. Yeah, I have very eclectic tastes. But yeah, thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate that. I don't stream a ton, but I definitely do these. I try to do these monthly. Cat owner, yeah, I forgot about that one. She's usually much more active. She seems to be very tired right now. She is zonked. Usually, it's probably because I fed her. I fed her earlier, so now she's not interested in me because what else does she have to gain from me right now? But when I go to bed, she'll come and be my little lap cat. I feel like a pathway from gymnast to cheerleader to pro wrestler would make a lot of sense. Honestly, that's why I kind of got into cheerleading, because it's a performance-based thing, right? So it made a lot of sense to me too. It's like a physical performance, and it's letting you inside a little bit. It's a team thing, like my tag team. So like you're working with multiple people trying to make like this athletic art, some collaborative athletic art. That's the thing that gets me going. That's the intersection of cheerleader and wrestler for me. Although I'm not a gymnast, I can do a cartwheel. I used to be able to do a backflip when I was a cheerleader. Never did one in front of a crowd, but I worked my ass off to be able to do one without a spot at a tumbling gym in college. I never busted it out because I was afraid to mess it up on the hardwood floor of the basketball court and just land on my head. And then I haven't attempted one since college. Delibird! I love this Delibird card. This Delibird card rules. B-Wag, what is up, B-Wag? Welcome to the stream. We're having a good time, man. We're opening Pokemon cards. Ever blacked out? I got knocked out in a match very recently, a couple months ago, actually. From a dude diving out of the ring. Reminds me of Kirby. Oh, yeah, I can see that. B-Wag, it's so good to hear from you. We're opening Pokemon cards. We're right in the middle of a pack, actually. Let's, I think this is almost it. This is the shiny. Yeah, a dude was diving on me from. I was standing outside of the ring. He was diving on me from inside the ring, and when I caught him, the impact just. And next, it was like one moment I was here and he dove on me, and the next moment I was on the ground. Smoking a bowl and looking at Instagram, you pop up with a live video. Hey, that's how it works out sometimes, man. I'm so glad you stopped by. Yeah, I do these like once a month ish. So if you're ever interested, they're usually on a Saturday. I try to do Saturday when I'm not wrestling. This is the rare. This is kind of a letdown rare. This is a little bit of a disappointing. Ever worried it'll affect my runs? Yo, when this happened, it was the month before the Seattle Marathon, my first marathon. And so after the match, I was able to kind of like take stock of how my body felt. My head was fine. I got knocked out, whatever. But because I got knocked out and fell and didn't like have a way to protect myself because I was unconscious, my ankle got a little twisted, and I got so scared because it was like right before the marathon. I'd been working all year to like build up to it. I was terrified that, oh no, maybe I should like drop out of all of my wrestling matches until after the marathon. I didn't, but I made a very conscious effort to avoid doing anything too dangerous that would put it at risk. Awesome, man. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. It's so good to hear from you. Have a good night, man. Love you too, B-Wag. But yeah, and the ankle, I never actually ended up getting the ankle looked at. It seems to be doing fine. I was icing it a lot up until the marathon, just to like really make sure it was going to be okay. It held up. Really, the only thing that slowed me down during the Seattle Marathon was my right knee started hurting a little bit, which is, whatever. You run a lot, your knees start to hurt. And it was freezing cold, freezing. At like mile 19 out of 26.2, if anyone's unfamiliar, we had to run across 3 miles of a bridge and back. So 3 miles across water and then 3 miles back. So 6 miles across water in the freezing cold, and it was a nightmare. Oh, my stir stick. It's actually what I'm using to steep my tea in. It's loose leaf. And it's my partner's. I don't know much about tea, but she left it here, so I'm using it. I try to be very. I try to give out very little information about my day job. So, oh yeah, it's like I'm not gonna open it, but it's got all the loose leaf tea in there, and if you like squeeze it, the tea leaves come out. But yeah, I don't like to talk about my day job. I try to avoid talking about that. That's personal stuff. But I understand. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna defer. I'm gonna plead the fifth. There you go. I'll give you that. I'll plead the fifth. Brilliant Stars. Back to Brilliant Stars. And then we'll dig into the baby pack, and then we're probably gonna wrap it up. These are generally fairly short streams, just like an hour. So we'll do these 2 packs. I'll bust out a poem, send you home happy. That's what we're gonna do. So, Brilliant Stars. This is Brilliant Stars. Can't even ask what's the best card you own. It is. It's a fucking Charizard base set. Dang right. Dang right. Boom. We got some more codage for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's do this. Where am I? Here we are. Let's go. We got another Tropius. one of my favorite Pokemon. The framed photo top left. Oh, this right here. It's it is cartoon. It's super niche. It's on cinema at the cinema, if anyone is familiar. It's Tim Heidecker and Greg Turkington. It's a movie review show. The format is a movie review show where are you familiar with On Cinema? I guess I could dig into it for those who are not. It's a movie review show where the two hosts are nuts. And it's been running for 13 seasons, and there's movies and in-universe TV shows that exist that build to the lore, and there's just years and years of lore built into it. Movie exactly quote movie reviews. It's so good. Oh my god. The most recent season is incredible. There's a whole the thing that got me into it. There's a thing. There was a 5-day murder trial because one of the characters hosted an EDM dance festival that was run so poorly that 20 kids died from a tainted vape pen, and he was on trial for murder. Oh, Instagram cut out. Hang on. Ignore for today. We're back, Instagram. Sorry about that, Instagram. We got locked out. Got into On Cinema at the same time then. Yeah, I think a lot of people got into On Cinema because of the trial. I remember, because I liked Tim and Eric and stuff, and so I followed the Tim and Eric account on Instagram and started tweeting about Tim being on trial, and I was like, what is happening? So I checked it out, and the trial is just such art. It's like that to me. It's just that is art, because they found like actors who have a history in criminal justice, so they know how a courtroom operates, and like you have these like very grounded characters who exist in like our reality basically, and then this fucking bonkers guy who is so self-centered and doesn't follow any of our rules, any of our societal agreed upon social rules at all. And it's wild. It's so good. Oh god, it's so good. Ugh, it's so good. I love On Cinema so much. I take so much of my wrestling inspiration from On Cinema. I really do. There's so many things that I see there. I'm like, that's what I'm going for. Like Tim's character work is very much like stuff that I want to. Judge Sismic, I'd like to buy a vowel. Yeah. So like, yeah, exactly. So you see the trial through as though it was being as though it was being live streamed on TV. There's like little tickers at the bottom. It's a very dry presentation, which makes Tim's character even more heightened because it just all feels very raw and down to earth. And then you have just very heightened character and these very intense interactions between him and the other characters from the universe. And it's like C-SPAN coverage. It's so good. I guaranteed it's on YouTube. If you have an opportunity, it's like 5 hours long total. But if you have the opportunity, it is such good art. I can't stress that enough. Like that is, when I think of art, that is art for me. That's performance art. That's what I strive to recreate. That's the feeling I get when I watch On Cinema, is the feeling I want to create for people when I'm wrestling, of like, this guy does not live in our reality. He sees the world in a different way than the rest of us. That's what I try to present. And so like that's what I love about performance. That's what I love about comedy and wrestling, is being able to take our societal rules and turn them on their head like that. Oh, I just got so excited. because I'm talking about a thing that I love so much. Thank you for asking about that, and so I could talk about On Cinema so much. It's so incredible. You should definitely look into it. Um, that was great. That was great. Okay, let's dive into it. That was so good. Thank you for getting me so excited. Spiritomb. That's awesome. I really like this artwork. This is really good. Fuck Pokemon. Let's talk about On Cinema. Isn't there a tool where you can watch stuff? We already saw the Zard. That's true. I peaked too early. Whoa! Holy shit! That's incredible. That was like a jump scare. That's not even the rare card. There's another card behind this card. Oh my god. Is that Bill? That has to be Bill, right? In the background? Oh my god. Holy shit, Pokemon hype is back. You ain't kidding. Dang. I was not expecting that at all. Like, it came out of nowhere. Jump scare. Eevee causing mischief. This is very, for those who know her, this is very, very like Poutine energy. Just diving into a big thing of papers, rustling around, making a mess. Very Poutine energy, for sure. Dang, that was incredible. And again, not even the rare. I'm holding the rare card in my hand. This is the rare card. Whoa, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. What an incredible pack. Oh my gosh. Dang. What a night, y'all. What a night. I'm all worked up now. I gotta spray my throat down. Gotta calm down. Whew. There's no way. There's no way that luck is going to transfer to this pack. There's no way. We've peaked. There's no way we can beat this Eevee. There's no way. It is not possible. We used up all of our luck. Chloroseptic, because of the acid reflux, I once went to a doctor and they said, your throat looks like it's been burned by acid, which technically it has. Hey, thanks for stopping by. It's been real fun. It's good to chat. But we're almost done. So those of you that are sticking around, we got one more pack and then a poem to get through. Oh, you're not actually leaving. You were joking. But there's no way. Keeps giving me ammo to ask questions. Love it. Okay. I'm going to do the Letterman. I'm going to visualize that this pack contains this card. The baby trio. I don't remember what it's called, but the baby trio. Yeah. I understand the joke now. Give me a shiny. Yo, you. I got a text and I can't look at it. Hang on. Oh, is it Carson? No. This is a Letterman thing. Right? This is Letterman? Please correct me if I swear it's Letterman. Maybe it is Carson. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. It's nuts. We are channeling the positive energy and we are putting it into this pack. I'm gonna be so disappointed if it's not in here. That's not true. But like, we're building it up so much. I put us through that. Yeah. I think it is Carson. I was wrong. I was mistaken. Okay. Here we go. The last code of the night. Thank you for sending me your positive vibes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna get through this together. No? Okay. I was wrong. It's Carson. It's Carson, not Letterman. I'm willing to admit I was wrong. All right. Here we Go. We've got our Steel Energy. Oh, whoa! A Type Null. I definitely don't have one of these. The luck's already paying off, people. We're gonna be fine. Or we're just using up all the luck right at the beginning. What is this? Chaotic Swell. Whenever either player plays a Stadium card from their hand, discard the Stadium card after discarding this one. That's not that interesting. Yeah, so for those who aren't super familiar with the newer stuff, Type Null is like a bizarre name because it's like a man-made Pokemon. Like they legit created this Pokemon in a lab, kind of like Mewtwo in a way. And then when it evolves, this thing on its head, this helmet, comes off when it evolves, and then it has like its true power. Like this helmet's containing its true power, and it evolves into Silvally, and it's like super powerful. It's a legendary because it was made in a lab, but it's very cool. Type Null. I think they haven't confirmed this, but the lore behind it, or the theory, is that they were trying to recreate Arceus, because it has a very similar system of like held items change its type, and it looks very similar to Arceus. So that's what they're thinking. It also is able to turn into any type. Yes, exactly. The evolved version. Yeah, and it's called the RKS system. So yeah, it seems very heavily implied. What is that? Lana's Fishing Rod. What does it do? Shuffle a Pokemon and a Pokemon tool card from your discard pile into your deck. It's a nice little card. Yeah, the evolved version. Silvally can do it. I don't know. Yeah, I think Type Null is stuck as a normal type because its type is Null. We got a very cute Sandshrew. Very, very cute. Super adorable. We got a Flabébé. Also adorable. This is one of those cards or one of these Pokemon that always trips me up because it seems like it should be a grass type, but it's not. I can't read it. Timple, hanging around. We got a Duskull. I like this Duskull art a lot. Eevee, a much more calm Eevee, just chilling in the rain. Getting a nice little shower. Okay, we're nearing the end of the deck. It's getting very close. Whoa! Look at that! That is a cool Pikachu. Exploring Nature Eevee. I love it. Oh, this is very cool. Okay. This is it, y'all. I want you to know that no matter what happens, I'm glad this happened tonight. Even if this is like the shittiest rare ever, a super disappointing card, I'm glad we did this. It was all worth it. So we have the journey, even if this sucks, if this card at the end of the deck sucks, it was still worth it because we all shared this together. Okay? Here we go. God. I'm building it up too much. There's too much anticipation. We still have a poem. The poem will make up for it if this card sucks. I promise you that. It's a good poem. It's got a good story behind it. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. I mean, sure, that's fine. That's fine. Incredible. That's not the card I wanted. But I don't care. It's hilarious. No, that is not the card I was looking for. But that's funny. No, but I also think that I don't have that Pokemon yet, so it's fine. It's still added to the collection. Thank you for the pog in chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's give me a moment here. I'm gonna pull up a poem to read you. I know the one I'm gonna read you. For those who are not aware, I do have a podcast that I read my poetry on. It is called the Championshipping Podcast. It is available anywhere podcasts are found. And this, you know how some people type LOL because it's like, that's how I feel. Well, I'm literally laughing out loud. I'm so glad. I recently watched the new episode of The Simpsons that was all about like influencer culture. I don't know what this is, but if anyone wants it, and the episode ends with Lisa being like, for the first time in forever, we actually laughed out loud. That's what happened here. That's what happened here today, y'all. We actually laughed out loud. We LOL'd IRL. Okay, so as I was saying, I have a podcast, Championshipping Podcast, where I read my poetry that I often do not actually get to finish on my wrestling shows because I'm so rudely interrupted every time. This poem was written for a SOS Pro Wrestling show where I got to wrestle Ethan HD, one of my closest friends in real life, and a legend, arguable legend in independent professional wrestling, B-Boy from California. I got to wrestle them in a triple threat match. And so, as also, the wrestling show was pirate themed, and so I wanted to write a poem that was based on Our Flag Means Death, which is the story of Stede Bonnet and Blackbeard, but they're lovers. And that's kind of what I wrote about. And so, this poem is called Pillaging Piracy Poetry. Let's begin. Captain B-Boy sailed the sea to locate a new conquest, leaving a killing and robbing spree to prove he was the best. Ethan was a local peddler. He sold both print and plastic. He didn't take kindly to meddlers, but had a heart for the fantastic. B-Boy arrived to steal wares and ended up stealing a heart. The captain couldn't care, but Ethan didn't want a part. Ethan was truly enamored when he saw his pirate king. He was sweating and he stammered. He was new to this kind of thing. Then B-Boy was away, his ship ready to set sail. His thoughts began to stray. He couldn't give up his white whale. But then he heard a voice. Ethan had chosen love and pleasure. He'd made the right choice to sail the seas with his treasure. Thank you all for joining me tonight. It has been a lovely experience. Truly, I had a blast. I really appreciate everyone who's been joining and chatting. I have had a very wonderful time. Again, check out the Championshipping Podcast, available anywhere podcasts are found. Check out my website, NickIsRadford.com, for my blogs, as well as links to my merch. Follow me at all the places on social media, NickIsRadford. I don't stream here very frequently, but you can follow me on Twitch, absolutely. But every Thursday, myself and my tag partner and another wrestler, Kevin Cook, and our friend Sarah play Dungeons and Dragons together over on Knitted Fox, twitch.tv/Knitted Fox. I will include it in the Twitch chat. We play D&D every Thursday. patreon.com/KnitkedFox. So if you want to check that out, give Sarah a follow. It's her channel over there. She owns a game shop in Eastern Washington. But yeah, absolutely. Professor Quincy, thank you for joining the stream randomly because you saw a Pokemon tag and for finding this wonderful stream. I really appreciated having you here. But yeah, other than that, that's all I have for you tonight. So I will leave you by saying thank you and